Knit One,
Part 2, episode 141.
Are we at 141 already? Wow.
Yes.
I'm Sheila, also known as Sheila D37.
And I'm Wendy, also known as Penny. And if this is your first time coming to the show, thank you for checking us out. And if you're a return viewer, thank you for coming back. Sheila's back.
Hi. And hopefully we'll be more consistent now.
Yes, I think we're going to have better scheduling from here on out.
Yes. And
we're going to change the day that we record, but I think it's going to be like clockwork
and
now.
We'll let you know about that in Crushes and Heartbreaks,
yep,
I guess.
I think so. So, shout out. We are doing 2 book reviews next week. I gave you a little preview last time. We're going to do... Sheila is going to do a review of the book Dishcloth Diva. And I'm going to do a review of the children's book, which name has now totally left my brain. Sorry.
I'm not sure. I'll see what I can...
It's called like Harry and somebody. Somebody and somebody.
Hank and Gracie Save the Day.
Hank and Gracie Save the Day. Harry, Hank, close enough. So next week is going to be Dishcloth Diva review by Sheila, and I'm going to review Hank and Gracie Save the Day.
Yes.
Those are 2 books that were sent to us for review by Cooperative Press. And then in the weeks to come, we will be reviewing the...
Subversive Socks
and
Doomsday Knits.
Doomsday Knits.
Projects for the Apocalypse and After.
I'm kind of excited about those too. All of these books this time I really liked.
The Apocalypse and After, I could so see my husband into that one.
Oh, I know. Her husband is a doomsday prepper.
No.
Not really.
No.
I'm joking. No.
My husband likes to watch doomsday preppers.
And think about doomsday.
Big difference.
But he is not a doomsday prepper.
Some of those. Do you watch that show?
I have seen that show.
Some of those are some really crazy.
Her husband is not that person.
No, but there was one who was ready to do a C-section on his wife if need be, and I'm watching that and I'm like, my eyes are bugging out.
I don't want anybody doing a C-section on me.
God.
Well, I saw the guy who makes his own ammunition, and he set up these traps in his yard so that if the, I think he believes that people from Japan are going to attack us and take over the United States. That's his thing. When the people from Japan come, these things will pop up out of the ground and shoot at them.
Oh, nice.
Now,
if anyone watches Doomsday, there's been one guy who's been in Boston. They have focus, but they're mostly Western or Southwest.
And they live in, like, the desert areas.
And they apparently have an abundance of money to spend. I mean, some of this prepping is $40,000 or more dollars.
Well, the guy that I saw, I'm not 100% sure it was on Doomsday Prepper. It might have been on, like, Nat Geo or one of those things about people that are Doomsday Preppers, or it might have been on... I just saw it the one time, but he had his plan for when the Japanese people come and attack us, all built out on this giant table in Lego, like with Lego minifigs and stuff, to show where it was insane. And he spends like an hour a day making his own bullets with gunpowder and metal, because you're limited to how much ammunition you can purchase by law, but you can make as much as you want. We should be very afraid about these people. I
know, maybe we should start doomsdaying against the doomsday preppers. My God.
So, yeah. But Doomsday Knits is not doomsday prepping. It's just really kind of edgy, modern.
Apocalypse. It's fun.
Post-apocalyptic
I think it's making fun of the doomsday preppers.
And I also want to mention that we got a beautiful prize donation this week from Knitting Geisha, which is a shop on Etsy that is run by Nicole Lawrence, and she specializes in knitting, crocheting, and hand embroidery. And that is her card, and we are going to give away this lovely, I love the little bag that it came in, project bag that she gave us as a prize for the November-December knit-along, crochet-along. Selfish knitting. So we're going to draw for that at the end of the show.
As
well, we have another prize too, but I just wanted to highlight that because Nicole donated it to the podcast. So check her out at knittinggeisha.etsy.com. Thank you, Nicole.
Thank you, Nicole.
So
I guess I go first because I wasn't here last week.
Yeah.
So I got a couple of projects on the needles. I started a new one. I just been wanting to do this one for a little while. And it is called, hold on.
Sorry, I got you all
Nope.
discombobulated.
No. It's called the Striped Cotton Cowl by Purl Soho. And it's just a cotton cowl. I'll show you the picture of it. Full screen. This is what it looks like. And it's free on her website. Oh, their website, I should say, because Purl Soho is a shop.
Yeah.
So I started it. I bought the yarn November or December. And this is where I am right now.
Cool. Oh, wait. Did I just do this wrong?
So I got about 20 to... No, I must have more by now. I have like 25 or 28 inches. It goes to, I think, about 60. And then you connect it. It was supposed to be a crochet cast on. What's the cast on that you...
Provisional?
Thank you. Provisional cast on. I didn't do that. I'm just going to seam them.
Oh, well, that's fine.
And they say that that's what you can do. So I'm using sugar and cream. It's a little bit of a mess right now. Lily sugar and cream cotton yarn, 100% cotton. This happens to be a 710 yard skein, nice and big. Right now it's got some coffee on it, which will be explained later. And then DMC floss. Now I started with this, which only has a little over 8 yards in each little skein.
Yeah.
And I said, yeah, no. So I moved to this, which has a little over 27 yards in a skein.
Much better.
A little bit.
I have that exact color if you want it.
No, I got plenty. So these are my colors that I'm going to do.
Ooh, I like those.
Yeah.
Pretty.
It's pretty much the same colors that she suggests, and I really like the colors that she has. It's primary colors, basically.
I really like the way that you can get rid of another craft thing from using this.
Well, typically, yeah, unless you have to go and purchase it.
Well,
I was planning on using my DMC floss, but when I realized I wasn't going to have enough,
yeah,
I went out and bought something a little larger. But in the midst of doing all this, I realized that any people who have those mini skeins for... Oh, I don't know. Any of those skein, mini blanket squares that we were doing could do that too, fingering weight. Cause
yeah, you could put.
It's a little lighter than fingering weight, but if you used maybe a larger needle with less stitches,
yeah,
because it says to cast on 36, which is plenty wide enough, and I'm using size 10 needles. If you did less stitches with a larger needle, you'd probably get the similar look. And I didn't think about it. I should have, because that would have been really totally with what I'm doing this year.
Yeah.
In stash busting, I have a lot of those mini skeins.
Well, you'll have to borrow the Zoom loom.
Either that or just make another scarf.
Oh, yeah, that's a good idea.
Because I think I'm going to have plenty.
Oh, yeah, I think you will, too. That's a lot.
I could do maybe 2, maybe 3 on this.
Maybe.
Hi. We have a kitty.
The cat is, I don't know why, he's harassing us today.
So... this is what I've been solely knitting on. I started it, I don't even remember when I started it, just the other day, really. It wasn't too long ago. Started on January 7th, and today is the 10th.
Yeah.
Is it the 10th?
Yes. I don't know. The 7th was Tuesday, so Wednesday would be the 8th. Yes, it is the 10th.
Yeah.
Oh, we could have just done this. It's the 10th.
Oh. So, 3 days ago, and that's how much I've gotten knit in round bag.
That's pretty good.
And the other thing that's still on the needles, I still have a sock that's on the needle that I haven't worked on. And I have a sweater that I really need to work on. So, I worked a little bit on this.
Oh, I love that.
This is my Clapotis.
Nice.
Yeah, it's coming along great. I still have quite a bit of yarn to go.
Just keep going, baby.
Just keep knitting. I haven't even gotten to the point where I'm pulling from the center. I had a problem with my ball winder on that one.
Oh,
no. It might have been the skein. I don't remember which was giving me a problem, but I ended up hand winding it. I think it was the skein.
Look at my hand.
Is that from the pen?
I guess so. What was I doing?
Must be.
How did that happen to me?
I don't know. But this is the Clapotis by Kate Gilbert.
Yes.
Which is super easy and mindless.
I do smell poop. I smell cat poop. The cat must smell like poop. Sorry.
Glad he wasn't sitting on my knitting. So those are the two things that I have actively on the needle. And next week, depending on where I go, I'll probably just show what I've been knitting on, like which will most likely be that. The problem I'm going to run into, which for you it's probably not a problem, but for me, I'm not used to having so many scarves that I actually now wear that I don't know what to do with them.
Well, I have a basket by my front door, and I just grab one every time.
Well, I got to find something for them to go in, because I've been actively wearing at least 1, 2, 3, 4, maybe 5.
I alternate on, whatever I feel like wearing. Like, I have one that's really thick that I made out of this heavy alpaca that I wear when it's really cold out, because I can wrap it like 2 or 3 times around my neck and it doesn't bother me because it's really soft. And then I have one that I like to drape around me, and then I have another one that's just once around.
Well, I ended up giving a couple of my coworkers some of the scarves that I've made, because I just couldn't. So you remember the large green one that I made? It was the it was Casco Eco, but I can't think of the name of the pattern. I gave that to a coworker because she had commented that she liked it, so I gave it to her. I'm like, I haven't worn it, so I gave it to her. Then she commented on my Ridgeline shawl. She goes, oh, I like that one too. And then I was wearing this one. She goes, you got to watch out. I might steal that one too. I'm like, listen.
No, she can't steal that one. That's
not this one. I said, yeah, well, you're not getting that one. The Ridgeline, she's not getting any of them. She already got one. She's fine. But I'm like, just tells you that you and I have similar tastes.
Yeah.
Or her and I have similar tastes.
You and she.
She's the one that I knit the socks for.
Oh, yeah.
And she wears them quite frequently. She goes, anytime they're clean, I wear them. And I've seen them on her several times.
That's great.
And I've seen her wear the scarf, too. Like, the other woman I gave a scarf, I haven't seen her wear it yet. But
my mom made my sister-in-law socks, and she wears them all the time. She loves them.
Oh, my gosh. Yeah.
Yeah, once you've worn hand-knit socks, it's hard to go back.
Speaking of hand knits, a little side note. Not the Zoom loom, but the loom?
Yeah.
They have a sock loom. The the one that you can get at AC Moore, the circle one.
Oh, right.
They have a sock loom one like that.
I don't know. That just seemed like it would take a long time.
I was looking at it, briefly how the instructions are. I'm like, yeah, I think I can knit a sock faster than that.
That's what I would
But
think.
I was thinking for someone who doesn't knit.
Oh, yeah.
Like this girl's like, oh, I would love to make socks. And I was thinking, gee, if I give her this, maybe I can show her how to do it.
I want to get a sock machine. That's my next big thing.
Oh my God, have you Crankin' Creations?
Yeah, I love her. Hi, Crankin'
Creations.
Creations.
On her Instagram, and I'm looking at him, I'm like, drool.
I know. I'm like, yeah,
and actually, Jess will too.
Jess too. I know. I'm going to steal Jess's sock machine.
Yeah, well, we can steal Diane's.
I know. Actually, Diane's doesn't work that well. We don't want to steal that one. Jess's is better. If we're going to do it. Sorry, Diane.
Jess, we're going to go to your house and have a sock creating day. That would be fun.
I know, we should. Jess, can we come to your house?
Can we come to your house with the skein of sock yarn each and just crank out some...
Yeah.
That would be fun.
I know. We're totally inviting ourselves to your house, Jess. Hope you don't mind. Your mom could come too. It would be awesome.
It would be fun. That would be fun.
All right.
Anyways, I'm done.
Hi, Jane. Sorry.
I'm done with my... on the needles. I think that's all I have.
So
that's all I brought.
I have 2 things actively on the needles, and I'm just waiting to get to the end of a row.
Would you like me to continue to talk more?
Well, I only have like 10 more stitches. This is what I'm working on right here. It's a sleeve. I don't normally knit the sleeve of anything first.
I know. I was a little surprised to see that.
But this pattern, which is called Fuse by Veronique Avery, which was gifted to me, and I can't remember who gave it to me. I think it might have been my friend Kathy, but I'm not sure. Fuse tells you to knit the sleeves first.
And you listen to the instructions?
Well,
Since when?
I know. Well, I'm having so many problems with this pattern. It's ridiculous. But I'm not alone. I always feel better. Like, I'm always like, am I just stupid? I'm not just stupid. It's everybody's having it.
No, you're just stupid.
It's that. Yeah, you come back and I get heaped with
abuse. It's the dyed streak. It's sucking out your brains. It bleached your brains.
All right, here we go. So, this is called, it's the Fuse Cardigan by Veronique Avery. And I am working on the sleeves, and it basically, you knit the sleeves, and then you knit this big rectangle.
Oh, okay.
And then you join the sleeves with the rectangle, and you make it, and it's like kind of origami, like you can drape it around your neck this way, or you can hook the two sides that you drape down below, and it just hangs like a cowl. I think it's really cool, and I'm knitting it with Reynolds Review, which is...
Is this stuff you had in your stash?
Yep. Total stash buster. This is Reynolds Review, which is 100% super or extra fine superwash wool merino. Looks like this. This colorway and yarn, this yarn is discontinued. I got this at the JCA warehouse sale. I went with Diane and Kelly, and like 2 years ago, I want to say. Isn't that cool?
This alone as a scarf would be gorgeous.
I know. I love it. This was really...
I mean, it's a gorgeous sleeve, but I'm just saying that for some reason intrigues me.
I love the detail on the cuff.
Oh.
This is such an easy stitch, too. It's purl two together, knit front and back is how you do it. And then you put a couple of knit rows in there. But it's really nice. And then it has this open work pattern on the sleeve, and that's what's giving me so much trouble. You have to increase with the open work pattern, but this open work pattern also travels.
Oh.
So I knit the first sleeve and I had like way too many stitches. I was not increasing. I was not paying attention to how I was increasing. The problem is that there are yarn overs and knit twos together in the lace pattern. And in order to keep the same number of stitches, every time you do a yarn over, there has to be a corresponding knit two together. But because you're increasing and changing the number of stitches in the row, sometimes you either can't do a yarn over, or a knit two together, or so you end up with a yarn over, and then that makes an extra stitch. And so then the more you go on, it was like my sleeve, the first one was like, it was hugely wide, like when I got to here. You can see where the pattern is. You can see where I'm doing the increases. I'm still not 100% sure I love the way that I did the increases, but it's better than the first time. So I had to rip it all the way back and knit it again. And but I'm really happy with it now, and I literally have like 1 more inch to knit, and the sleeve will be done. And I have only worked on this for maybe like 2.5, 3 hours. Like I haven't really knit that much because it's worsted weight wool, and it's open work pattern. It's knitting up really fast.
Yeah, it looks pretty. I love the color too.
I love the color too. This is one of my favorite colors. I love this bright, like winey red. So yeah, that's what I'm doing. And this, I bought 25 skeins of this, so I probably can get another sweater out of it. It's a lot of yarn. Yeah, I brought like 25 skeins of this at JCA warehouse sale, and I think the warehouse was either moving, so they were trying to get rid of everything, or it was going out of business. I don't know. I can't remember. But there was some reason why it was really cheap. And when I saw this pattern, I've been wanting to knit it, and I was looking around for something that I could make it out of. I like this. I like how this yarn texture feels almost cottony.
It almost looks cottony. Yeah, no, I know what you mean.
I really like it. I mean, it's smooth like cotton, but it doesn't feel dry like cotton. Right. So I really like it. So I've been enjoying that. And the other thing that I'm still working on is my Brickless. I got a lot done on this yesterday. I was out and about. I have only this much left of the first skein. Oh, and I would be in the middle of a row. And I'm trying to decide what to do. So this is how long it is. It's really long.
Okay. So that's the first skein?
This is just the first skein, and it's about that wide. So I'm probably going to knit a couple more repeats, but I think I'm pretty much almost done. Like, I don't need it to be that wide. It's going to be more like a scarf, and I think, because I still have another skein, and I think I'm going to make a sock head hat to go with it out of this, so that it would be like I can wear them together. But I'm really enjoying this. It's very relaxing. And I've done, I can tell you how many repeats. I'm knitting it from, this is Malabrigo yarn fingering weight in the Solace colorway, and the pattern actually called for worsted weight yarn. So I'm already, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I'm on my 7th repeat. So, and the pattern only calls for 5 repeats.
Oh, really?
But if you were knitting this out of worsted weight, it would be bigger.
Yeah.
So, I don't know. Maybe I'm going to do like 9 repeats. I don't know. I'm not going to do too much more. I'm going to finish what's in this ball, and then I'm going to finish the repeat and look at it. And
Hey, cut that out.
if it looks big enough to
Sorry, Kitty was chewing
to
my
wear, like, wrapped around my neck a couple of times.
Yeah, come on, Maggie.
That's not Maggie, it's Ollie.
Oh, Ollie. All right. Ollie, come on. Then I'll touch
If it was
you.
Maggie, she would have bit you.
Well, that's why I didn't want to.
So anyway, yeah, that's what I'm doing. The pattern is Brickless by Martina Bem. And I might even have a pattern in here to show you. I don't really need the pattern for this because it's pretty simple once you get going. Yeah. This is how it looks. Only mine is narrower because I use skinnier yarn. So yeah, that's on the needles, and that is all I'm actively working on right now.
So finished objects, just in time because I finished a row. Plus I gotta pull it up because I don't actually have my finished object with me. Oh, come on.
Ooh, I'm very close. I only
I don't
need
even
to do
have a
half an
picture
inch
of
more.
it. I know I have a picture of it. Hold on. I finished those nasty gloves for my son, who is very happy with them, which I'm glad because I'm not. It's based off of the Urbana fingerless mitts type of gloves. So that's both of them there on my table. I'm sorry, it's not a very good picture because they are black.
But the best we're gonna get.
Yeah, I'm glad to be done with them. I screwed up somehow, and I'm not exactly sure how I did it. I'm not sure where, but I shortened I think I shortened this length here on the second glove, or this one here. I'm not sure which. I want to say it's this one. And it's a little small, but he's good with it. I'm like, are you okay with him? He's like, yeah. I'm like, good, because they're done.
Because I don't want to rip
Because I was just, I'm like, oh my gosh. I was done with them.
Let's just never make gloves again.
If I had to do it again, it would be only for someone that I truly, truly love. And I would do it differently. I know how I would do it this time. It would probably be that pattern, but I would probably get the full stitches on first. It just, once I sat down and did them, it wasn't bad. I think what also hurt is the fact that between the two gloves, I had like more than a month apart from each other. And so, you know, people talk about second sock syndrome. I'm second glove syndrome.
Oh, yeah. That definitely
So, yeah, I won't be doing that again. So, that is one of my finished objects.
And part of my Baubles and Bling is this one.
Is this finished object? And of
Sheila
course,
gave this to me for Christmas.
Of course, I need to find it first.
You totally weren't ready.
No, because I don't have it listed in my projects because I couldn't if it was to remain a secret.
Oh. I don't look at your project page.
Oh, well, I don't know.
If you had looked at my project page, you would have seen that I queued up my thing for you. Well,
you know, I look at your projects, but I
didn't put it in my project page, but it's in my queue.
Oh, well, I had queued mine. Oh, sugar. What's the name of this thing? Oh, you know what? Hold on, I'm sorry.
Anyway, Sheila gave me this for Christmas, and I want to point out that this is, I showed you last week, my mom gave me a gnome for Christmas, so now I have like a gnome collection, and I'm kind of excited about that. I'm going to display these together.
Oh, what is going on?
I love how his beard goes a little bit sideways, like this. Like it's kind of wind swept.
Why is this so dark?
I don't know. Tap on it.
That's weird. Goodreader changed or updated, and we're still trying to figure out. So,
is there like a light area that you can tap? A brightness? Oh, there you go. Yeah, Goodreader changed, and now I can't figure out how to do it.
So it's 3 Gnomes PDF knitting pattern. It's by Tatiana Korbkova.
Korobkova.
And this is what they look like. They're really adorable. I saw this pop up, and I'm like, oh, Wendy needs one. And I did the largest one.
And she put beans or rice or something in the bottom.
It's plastic beads.
Beads so that it can stand up.
So I secured his hat. I'm not crazy about his nose, but that's.
I love his nose.
I don't like this part right there. It's too wide on the bottom, but.
Oh, I didn't notice that. I like how his beard goes sideways, like it's
yeah. Sorry.
I like that about him.
So this is my little garden gnome.
I love him, and now he can keep in my other gnome company, and they have the same nose. See?
And his hat is secure. So it was really weird to see how this was constructed because I was not expecting that.
Oh, yeah. That's so funny.
I'm not sure why you had to. I don't think you need to. It's not a free pattern. I did purchase it. And the way it is, it starts off with the white. And I'm not sure why. I mean, you don't need to do the white unless...
I guess if you're going to take the hat off.
Yeah, maybe. Because there's no eyes on him.
Yeah, and you can't see that part of him. The way he's constructed.
But the reason I secured him is because I didn't like the nose, so I wanted to cover the nose.
I love it that way.
I know, but...
I love it.
The hat was a different construction, too. It was different, but it was very easy to do. And I would definitely do it again. As a matter of fact, I'd like to make a bigger one with maybe 2 yards. Excuse me, held together.
Would you like a Kleenex?
No, so far, no.
Because I have a ton.
Oh, yeah.
I love him. So that's awesome.
I am done with I think that's all my finished.
Well, I have one date to rate. And my date was called Mushroom. You're going to know right away what the problem was. Mushroom Project Pouch. It's Mushroom Project Pouch. And by Catherine Waterfield.
It's a little small.
Well, there's a story behind that. Sheila immediately busted it, so I have to fix it.
Excuse me?
I made this for Sheila.
You didn't do it adequately enough.
I guess I didn't. And
go down that road.
It's a little crocheted pouch. It's like a lid in there. You can put stuff in there, and there's a little button that you can secure the top down, and it's not holding its shape very well because there's nothing in it, but it's super cute. And instead of like doing dots, you put buttons on. So I went in my old button stash and found a bunch of ones that were like the mother of pearly looking ones. I thought that came out really cute.
It did. It came out really cute.
Nice old mother of pearl shank button.
Whenever you say old mother of, and I'm like, okay.
So anyway, let me tell you the story about this. So I had queued up a crocheted mushroom. I'll just make a new
No,
glue.
I just try to figure out what happened to it, but...
I guess I must have not woven it in enough, and then I cut the thing
too
and
short.
it pulled right out, yeah. So I had this mushroom in my queue, just a mushroom, crocheted mushroom amigurumi, that I was going to make for Sheila sometime, or just, whenever, just for fun. And I was looking in my queue because I wanted to make something else to go with her present that I gave her that she'll show you later. And I saw that and I was like, I don't really feel like making her another little thing that's just I want to make something more useful. So I was like, I wonder if there are any other patterns that have mushrooms on them. And I was thinking maybe I'll make her a pair of mittens or, whatever. I was just going to look. And I saw this. This is what it's supposed to look like. I saw this mushroom project pouch, which as you can see is big enough to hold a skein of yarn. I think this edge is supposed to be curled a little bit, but mine doesn't do that. There's a reason for that. So I'm like, cool, that's what I'm gonna make. And I knew that I had some wool in my stash, some old Plymouth wool in these 2 colors that was just sitting in my stash. I'm like, score, I'll totally use that. So I got the wool out with this worsted weight wool, and I got out a crochet hook that would work for amigurumi. I think it was a size F or something, or E. And I went out with my friend, and I'm having coffee with her, and I knit this project. And I had told her I'm making this project bag for Sheila, and I'm going to put her present in it. And she's like, oh, that's a great idea. So I'm doing it, and I'm having a great time, and we're chatting along. And I finished the bottom part, and I held it up, and I said, look, I'm totally done. And she says, a project's going to fit in there? And I was like, oh my God, it's so small. So then I looked at the pattern. It called for bulky or chunky weight wool doubled.
Oh.
Yeah. So, and I was supposed to be using like a really, really big hook. And I'm like, oh, yeah. So I used like a 4 sizes smaller hook and much smaller yarn. So I came out with this little, but I was like already done with the bottom of it. So I'm like, I'm still going. And I'll just, but I had bought stuff to put in it, like a thing of like Christmas candy and stuff. Like a little bag of Christmas. I'm like, that's totally not going to fit. You can show it on your thing. But I had bought all this stuff to go in it. And to go with the yarn, I'm like, oh, that's totally not going to happen. But I figured at least you could, like, hang it on the tree as a Christmas ornament, or you could, like, keep paper clips in it or something. At least you can use it to store things in. I don't know.
I like it.
It's super cute, I thought. But, yeah, mushroom project pouch. Really easy to make. I used a removable stitch marker to keep track of where I was making my increases and decreases, and that really helped. And, yeah, I would knit that pattern again, maybe using the correct yarn weight and hook size. And it would make a really cute project bag. Super cute. It would be better if I didn't knit the bad thing on it.
What happens?
But, yeah, so that's my finished object. Catherine Waterfield, if you want to buy it. Whirlwind Romance, I don't have any this week. I was going to spin, but I did absolutely nothing this week. I don't even know what happened this week, but I didn't do anything.
I never have anything, so I'm not too worried about it.
Future dates?
Future dates. So my future dates, I really do need to make myself some slippers. My
feet are cold. You've been saying that for like a year.
I know. Well, I ended up buying some slippers, and I'm like, yeah, no. So I want to finish what I have, so I'm going to finish the scarf. Both scarves, because I have 2 scarves now on the needles that are supposed to be for me. I have socks on the needles, and I have a sweater that I really need to finish. So I'm hoping to finish
Finishing
that
stuff
before.
is your future date.
Yeah, I really should.
Well, for me, I have a couple of future dates lined up. So, this pattern was gifted to me by my friend Lois, who's also known as Knitting's My Bag, and she bought it because I had made a Halloween, Thanksgiving, Christmas, and Easter hat for my niece, but I didn't have a Valentine's Day hat, and that's super cute.
It is really cute.
So
what are the sizes on that one?
It's for, let's see. No, it doesn't say. Wait. Newborn, 0 to 3, 3 to 6, 6 to 12, and 1 to 3.
So there's plenty.
Yeah, because I'm going to make her probably 6 to 12.
Mm-hmm.
So she can wear it next year, too.
Yeah. That'll be fun.
That is so strange.
What's wrong?
My cell phone has not been making noise when people text me anymore. I must have turned something off.
Oh.
So anyway, that's one of my future dates. My second future date is, I said last week I want to make a headband for my baby niece too, because she doesn't have any hair and her mom says everybody thinks she looks like a boy. And my friend Kim, also known as Freda. Why?
Sure, give it away.
What happened? I don't know how I am so bad at this. Sent me this cute headband called The Bees by Alana Dacos. And that's what it looks like up close. There's a little bee on it. So cute. So I'm definitely going to make that too.
Now, I find that funny because my kids didn't have hair, but everyone called them a girl because I think of their eyelashes.
I don't know. It's weird.
Now, they were dressed in boys' clothing.
Well, and my niece is always dressed in, like, the girliest girly clothing, so I don't know how anybody would mistake her for a boy, but I don't mind making a cute little headband for her, or two, or three, so that's what I'm going to do.
Good.
So that, as soon as I get some of this other stuff done, I'm going to do those. So that's it for my future dates. Crushes and heartbreaks. I know Sheila has a big crush this week.
A couple of different ones, but I'll start small first. Anticipation. So I was at my son's soccer game last night. This is more of a crush, but a funny crush. So I'm knitting along.
A crush or heartbreak?
Heartbreak, I'm sorry. Knitting along, and the way that soccer goes here, it's an indoor soccer field, and we're literally maybe 3 feet away from the field.
Yeah.
And there is where the parents are sitting right behind the goal.
Yeah.
And there's netting up there so that if any ball gets kicked towards us, we're not killed. Yeah, well, the balls go over the netting.
Yeah.
So a ball went over the netting, hit a parent next to me's coffee. Luckily, it was not hot because we had been there for a while. Spilled on me, spilled on my bag, spilled on my lowest knitting's my bag. I gotta wash this. Smells like pumpkin spice, though. And spilled on my yarn. Spilled on the scarf, and then she's like all apologetic. I'm like, it's for me, it's washable. It smells like pumpkin spice. I'm okay. It's okay. It's cotton. It's not going to be that big of a deal. So that's a small little heartbreak. My big crush is my job. We've had issues off and on with a woman who works there, a girl. I call her a girl. She's younger than me. Anyone who's younger than me is a girl.
Yeah.
Or boy. She ended up getting a new job. Good luck to her. And so my boss came to me and offered me the 9:30 to 6 position. And I said, yeah, I really don't want that because to get to this location at 9:30 or for 9:30, I'd pretty much have to leave.
We're just on the wrong side of 90 for that.
Yeah, I pretty much have to leave the house at 7:30 to get there. So I proposed to her from working. It's going to be tough. 5 a.m. to 6 p.m. So the 13-hour days, but I'll be working 12 hours because of my breaks. And I'll be doing Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. You have a rubber chicken hanging from your ceiling.
Oh, I know. Long story.
Sorry. I'm just looking up and see this little bitty rubber chicken.
Yeah, long story. Since Christmas.
Oh my God, that's so cute. Anyway, so I will be working 40 hours each week. It's going to vary on how it works out because I'm not allowed to do any overtime, so we had to tweak the hours.
Yeah.
And we tweaked them so that another coworker could get benefits as well because my company was bought or sold or however you want to call it. We were sold.
Taken over.
And they were changing some things. So I have a full-time job.
Yay.
I will have benefits or access to benefits is probably a better way of saying it.
Yeah.
I will have paid time off. And everybody's happy because I proved myself and I'm a good worker. One thing I'm not exactly thrilled about is there's going to be one day every other week that I will be going in at 9:30.
Yeah.
So that I can give this other woman 4 hours to get her benefits.
Right.
So, but I think if they know me, they know I'm good for it, that, I told them the first week of trying to get there, just be patient with me.
Yeah.
But it's only one day every other week, so.
That's not bad.
No, it's not.
You can do that one day every other week. It's not like it's every day.
I unfortunately still have to work my every other weekends because nobody will work them. That's why we had to tweak the hours.
Yeah.
But if it doesn't work out, I will look for something else closer to home. But right now, I like the people. I like the job.
Yeah, why not stay with it if it's working for you?
It would be nice a little
I'm
bit
so
more money,
happy.
but
And then she's going to quit her overnight job.
I will, but I do commit to at least this month because I talked to her. I have committed to at least this month when I talked to her last week.
Yeah, okay.
Well, I
get it.
her.
All right.
So,
I just, at the end of this month, you better quit that job.
I
Or
will,
I'm going to call and pretend to be you and I'm going to quit for you.
You'd have to stand in line. My brother's already threatening that.
Everyone's threatening it. That job sucks. Get away from it.
It doesn't suck. It's just the hours. Now that I have full-time hours, it's not that.
No. And you don't really need it.
I don't, but I do feel bad for one girl there. But that's not. I don't feel bad for her. She went in for phlebotomy school. I don't know what school she went into. And when it was time for her to do her internship, this is basically what they did. Here's a list of names. Call them and see if they want an intern.
Aww.
Yeah, that's why I feel bad for her.
She should have gone to a better place.
Yeah, I think she's realizing that now. I don't remember how much she paid for it, but it was less than me, which, of course, I have to actually stop paying for mine now. So I want to talk to my boss and see if my boss has any way of helping her out in some way. Because this is a girl, like, if I could get her a position there, I would. And I know she wouldn't let me down. Right. Do you know what I mean? Yeah. And she's a young girl, and you don't see that much anymore.
Yeah.
But, so I think that's all my gossip. Oh, knitting goals. Wendy might have already talked about goals and resolutions.
No, I said we were going to talk about them in gossip and innuendo.
So this is now, right?
No.
No. Okay, then I will hold off on that.
Hang on to that.
Hanging on. So that's all I got, I guess.
My crushes and heartbreaks are pretty simple. My son had his second eye surgery. He had his first when he was 3. He has strabismus. He has outward turning strabismus that he was born with. It's it runs in my family. My father has it, and my husband also has it.
Oh, okay.
Mildly, we found out this year.
Oh,
we didn't even know. So that was a double whammy on my son. He has really bad strabismus. He had surgery to correct it when he was either 3 or 4. It was a long time ago. And it was working really well until the last year it started to stray out again, which is something that we knew might happen.
Okay.
So he went in on Tuesday and had eye surgery to tighten the muscle up. His eye looks really good. He had to stay home with me Wednesday and Thursday until he saw the ophthalmologist to be checked out, and he's cleared to go back to school. So he's at school today. Everything looks really great. He was so good. The whole time I was just thanking my lucky stars that it was not my daughter that we were taking there. He and my son was just like, yeah, whatever. They're like, are you nervous about this? He's like, why?
Should I be?
Totally didn't care. So, yeah, he was pretty funny. So that is my heartbreak and a crush. My heartbreak is that he has to keep having all these. So he has another surgery scheduled for February for his ears. But my crush is that it went so well. We have one of the best strabismus specialists in the state. Which
now, will he need more surgeries for that later on in life?
He might.
Okay.
She said when he's 18 or 20. When his eyes finish growing, he might need another adjustment. So that's going really well. So that's my crush and my heartbreak. Baubles and bling.
The only baubles I have is what Wendy gave me for Christmas. So I have this nice little project pouch. Now that I know it was supposed to be a project pouch.
I'm like so excited when I was knitting and Diane's like, a project's gonna fit in that? And I'm like, oh yeah. Like I totally didn't notice the whole time.
That's so cool though. I love this though.
I know.
I may just stuff it with like tissues.
Yeah,
or
and put it as a display. I know.
Yeah.
It would probably hold its shape if it was larger and knit out of firmer yarn too, which is probably why the pattern says to do that. But
so I got some hand lotion, which I desperately need when I wash my hands so frequently. Some caramel cream kiss lip balm.
I love Nivea.
I'll have to hide that one from Zachary.
And
Dunkin' Donuts gift card, which I have a 24-hour Dunkin' Donuts in my neighborhood.
And I figured that all the lip balm and the hand cream and that's all for like to keep you good at work. And the Dunkin' Donuts card.
And of course, some Blue Moon.
Isn't that pretty? It's like
red.
The same color.
Yeah, it is almost. Yeah, just about. It's a little red. It's a mill-end, so it doesn't give the color, but this is nice. Nice solid red.
Well, I know you didn't have a lot of solids and semi-solids, so I got this at the Blue Moon sale. Oh, that's my neighbor. I'm like, who's coming in my driveway? I got that at the Blue Moon sale this spring, I think. Whenever it was that you told me there was a Blue Moon sale.
I don't remember. That's what that's probably
I buy it whenever she tells me there's one. I buy stuff and I put it in my present closet and wait until I can give it. So is that it for your baubles and bling?
I think that is, right?
I'll fix that before you go.
Oh, I was just gonna
feel so bad.
I don't feel bad.
So I have baubles and bling as well. Sheila gave me my gnome and mustache tissues.
I saw those. It just happened to be, I happened to look at it. I'm like, oh, grab. I'm like, no, I'm definitely
And a
taking
washcloth. I love this one. This is my Daryl Waltrip.
Yes.
I love this one. Thank you. I'm going to keep that for myself.
Well, I hope so.
And not let my kids take it.
Oh.
Because they will. What was that?
A cat.
Must have been. I love him so much. I can't even tell you. This is the best thing ever. And I love the way, I just love the way, he has personality as a giant nose, and I love the way he has like that, like the wind is like gently blowing his long thing sideways. I love that. It gives him character.
Well, that's the thing. I mean, it's like, I'm not going to be perfection because that ain't me. And like you said, it does add a little bit of character.
I think that makes him have personality.
Somebody recommended me stitching a little red something here, and I had something for it, but I completely forgot about it.
Yeah, or like a little button would have been
cute.
Well,
I have a red button that's like a poinsettia button. Ooh. That would have been perfect, so I'll have to look for it.
Yeah.
And maybe I'll do it next time.
So now I officially have a gnome collection.
And I did it, like I said, I did it not Christmassy colors so that you could keep them out.
I know, I love them.
I want to make one.
I'm really happy. The other thing is my mom bought me another Fitbit band.
Oh, nice.
So now I have the
black,
hot pink, and neon green. And I love it because when you tap the lights, it lights up green. So now I can swap out. Oh. So I still have just
green, or
well, it's white. Like if you took the little thing inside there.
I see.
What the Fitbit is, for those of you who don't know, is it's a step. It's like a step monitor, and it monitors your sleep. And it's a little tiny black thing that goes inside this band. So you can take the little black thing out and put it into different colored bands. And I originally had just the black one. And then they were sold out of, they had blue, mint, and orange, and they were sold out of those for a really long time. And I just wanted to get a couple of other ones. They're like $14 for just the band, just so that I could switch it up a little bit. Mm-hmm. And recently they came out with the hot pink one for breast cancer, and my mom and I each bought one of those. And then my mom, the next week they came out with lime green, so my mom bought me one for Christmas. But then she it didn't get delivered to her house before they left, so I just got this the other day. So those are my baubles and bling. And I forgot to say the pattern, The Bees by Alana Dacos, was also baubles and bling from Kim.
Oh, okay.
Thank you, Kim.
Sorry, I'm just realizing I still have some coffee in my bag over here.
So that's it for baubles and bling. Gossip and innuendo. We'll probably have to cut it pretty short. Let's draw for the winners first.
Okay. Well, we got 3 extra minutes from this earlier.
When my mom called.
No.
Oh, from the beginning.
Yeah. So, all right. First prize is the bag. This is the Selfish Knit Along from November and December.
And this is the Knitting Geisha project bag that was really kindly donated by Nicole.
And it's square. It's got a square bottom.
It's got a square.
Wow, rectangle.
Rectangle bottom, and it is cream on the inside.
And the winner of that is The Yarn Goes On, where she selfishly knit herself a hat.
Yay!
Real name is Lisa Marie from Wisconsin, which she needs that hat.
She does, with the polar vortex.
Yeah. Frigid
Lisa Marie, PM us, one of us.
PM me.
PM please. Sheila.
PM me with your snail mail address.
Oh, I'm going to put this business card in case you want to get more stuff from Knitting Geisha.
So PM me with your mailing address. And the second prize is a skein of yarn.
It's a Morning Glory Finger Paints Cherry Tree Hill. And this is actually striping, self-striping. And I picked this up at the New England Fiber Festival this year for a prize. Which I have to reimburse myself for this.
You haven't reimbursed yourself for it yet?
I haven't reimbursed for the P.O. box either.
Oh, you gotta do that.
I know, I keep forgetting. I was thinking about that the other day.
So the winner of that is Angie Ship, who knit herself some socks. Her real name is Andrea from Canada.
Andrea from Canada. PM
Ontario,
Sheila,
Canada.
your
PM
snail
me
mail
your
address.
snail mail address.
Don't make us hunt you down.
No, we won't hunt you down.
We don't. We don't hunt people down.
Sorry.
Yeah, if you don't tell us your address within a certain period of time, the prize goes back into the stash. Well, we only hand prizes out to people who
will get back
contact
to us.
us. Sorry. It's just too much trouble to try to track people down.
Yeah.
I had one person that I PM'd who, like, last year, who had won a prize. I PM'd them, and they didn't accept PMs. They had their PM button. You can turn off your PM button. So I'm like...
Oh, well.
I can't do anything at that point.
And you never heard from her either?
No. So that went back into the prize bag. So, yeah, you guys, contact us. Get your awesome prizes. And
quickly,
we will be, I just want to mention this, with all of the dish reviews, with all of the book reviews that we do next week, we will be doing a giveaway. So there will be a giveaway of each book.
Oh, all right.
And I'll set up the project threads as I go. And I forgot to shout out at the beginning, we're doing Bust Your Stash Knit Along.
That's for the whole year, but we're going to do it month by month.
Month by month, we'll draw like one prize every month.
So just post what you're knitting on and what stash it's from.
Yep.
And even just out of curiosity, how old that stash is.
Yeah, I know. I want you to say how old it is just because I'd be happy to know.
So, on to that. That's our prize winning. So we're going to try and squeeze in our knitting goals real quick.
Yeah, knitting goals. Sheila's knitting goals.
My knitting goals is really just to knit from stash. If it's a project that I want to knit, it's got to be knit out of stash. I have a lot of sock yarn. And I have a lot of those knit pick blanks that I did. You remember those?
Yeah.
So I'm going to double those up and probably knit a few cowls just to throw in the bin.
Oh, good idea.
But mine's all stash knit. I'm not going to purchase any new yarn. I am not going to purchase any new yarn. If it's gifted to me, oh well. I am not going to purchase any new yarn until October, at least. And that's when I go to Rhinebeck. And I think that's all I really have for my knitting goals.
So I call mine my fiber goals. My first fiber goal is to knit as much stash as I can, which means that I am not going to be... I don't purchase a lot of yarn except when I go to festivals anyway.
Yeah.
But I'm not going to purchase any yarn for anything during the non-festival times. Like I am going... If I want to knit something and I can't find what I need in my stash, then I'm going to queue it for later. And that way, maybe I'll have a little collection of things that I actually have, by the time I go to a festival, if I still want to knit it, instead of like saying, oh, I got to knit this, and I buy the yarn, and then I never knit it. And years later, I still have yarn in my stash. Because this yarn I bought this yarn for something else 2 years ago. I don't even remember what it was for now, but it's going to be this. So that's goal number 1, try to bust my stash a little bit. Goal number 2, I'm going to try to spin at least once a week.
Oh, all right.
Even if it's just for 15 minutes, I'm going to try to get on a regular spinning schedule to bust some of my spinning stash too. And I'm going to try to do a blanket on my Zoom loom with more of my scrap yarn. That is a really good way to bust scrap stash and sock skein stash. I love the way that the one that I finished came out, so I want to make another one. So that's going to be my long-term goal. Those are my 3 goals. And I am going to try to bring some fun enabling stuff to the blog this year. I'm going to work with some people to bring fun enabling. That's a fun goal. Okay. Because not everybody needs to stash down like
us.
We do.
No.
So
this is just my personal goal, but
that's my personal goal, but not everybody has way too much yarn.
No, and you know what? For that stash knit along that we're doing, if it's a month old, that's stash to me.
Well, I said 6 months.
Oh, all right. Never mind. I take it back then.
6 months. I think 6 months. 6 months is a long time for something to marinate. But there are people that only buy yarn for the project.
I know. That's
finish a project, buy the yarn, knit the project.
That's why I was thinking a month, but so that we can include everyone. But okay, 6 months it is. Because I'm sure even those people who buy per project, they probably have something in their stash. I'm
sure you do. And, but we will be doing other knit-alongs that I'm planning where you don't have to knit from stash. Yeah. So we'll be and there'll be enough for everybody to enjoy something.
Also, quick thing, we had mentioned briefly about a change in our schedule. Because of my new hours at work, we'll probably be recording on Tuesdays. And we're going to start that this Tuesday, so bear with us if we don't have much progress.
Because it's like Friday now.
Yeah, it's Friday. We're recording Friday. So I have Saturday and Sunday, which I'm working. At least Sunday.
Yeah.
And then I do have my overnight on Sunday evening, so...
Maybe I'll bang out one of those headbands.
Maybe I'll
Just
have
so there's something.
Yeah, I might have a good portion of my scarf done.
So the recording will be on Tuesday, and I will try to get it up Wednesday night or Thursday morning. It depends on what's going on. It takes some time for me to mess with these after we record.
To edit.
To edit them, cut them together.
Make sure we have no swear words in them.
That was so funny.
Sorry about that. That was me.
Half the people didn't even notice you saying the swear word.
Which I'm surprised because I hardly ever swear, but I must have been really angry to be using that word.
It was about the traffic.
But to be using that word, I don't use that word lightly.
She doesn't. I was laughing. Thank you for the viewer who told me that I did that. I was like, oh God, what did we say?
I know.
Because Sheila doesn't swear very often, but I totally do. So...
Anyways, on that note, thank you for watching us.
Yes.
Thanks for checking us out each week.
We'll see
appreciate it.
We'll see you on Tuesday or Wednesday.
See you in a few more days. Have a good week.
Knit with heart.
Knit with heart.
Bye.